Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Good set. 19. 3 points down. He's coming. Good track. Good track. 49. 49 the mic. Bravo. Yeah. You don't want to know. 49 the mic. Watch 49. Rip right. Rip right.
Watson on first down. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
49. Check 49. Check 49. 24.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
49's the mic. Watch 49. It's coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check 3. Check 3. Alert.
To throw on second is Watson. Fells has it, left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. 99. 52's the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he fires one, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 13. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers, Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Watson. He's got Fuller. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Push him back. Push him back.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Got to do better. Come on, out.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. No score after 1 on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And his kick is absolutely perfect. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams, an 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Watson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. A first down throw here for Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
It's a gain of 5.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And when a free safety goes like he did there, he better be sure he's going to be able to make a play.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, because I have a feeling that the defensive coordinator and head coach are on the sideline screaming, no, no, no. Good play.
Yeah, good job, buddy.
52, Mike 52. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Badgley able to punch this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down now, it's Miller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
13 yards. First down, Texans.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait and enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. They'll run on first down. It's Miller. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Watson with a give to Miller. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. Dancing to his left. And it's a touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would break a big one. He just did.
And what did his offensive, remember we talked with the offensive line, and one of the guys, one of the stalwarts said, I don't even have to make a great block for him. If I just breathe bad breath on the guy in front of me, often that opens up enough space for him to go.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Antoine Woods breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Another try after the first down sack. Rivers. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 9.
The Chargers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The Chargers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing, Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Mike Williams. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on. Cluster. He don't want it. That's all right.
Final play of the half, Rivers. Going deep here for Allen. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go now. Pittsburgh. Ricky.
They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Set. We're okay. Black 15. It's our time. Jim. Wait! Alert 3, alert 3! Alert 3! Load it! Motion! Load it! Motion! Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog! Wait!
On third down, Rivers. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, able to record his 5th sack of the season. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 27-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 32-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check, 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 check.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Check, check, check. Watch the twist.
Watson now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Trevor Williams there on the coverage.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That's a gain of 7.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
180! 180! Hey, let's get this, get this. Left, left, left. Hey, Delta! 6 guard, check 6 guard. From
the red zone now, Rivers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Christian, travel. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
On second down, Rivers again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Steps away to his left. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They begin with a run by Miller. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Check 4. Check 4.
On second down, here's Miller. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. They'll try to run for it with Miller.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. On first down, Miller.
Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your head.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Watson on third down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Dixon. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
They'll run on first down. Miller. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 52's the mark, boys. 52.
To throw is Watson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Finding fouls complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Where's the set? 19! 52's the mic. Man out, man out, man out, man out.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Set. Like an egg.
On second down, it's Miller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Desmond King making the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play of this football game.
49, guys. Mike, 40. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Out of the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans will extend their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Phillip Rivers, no stranger to fourth-quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. First down, Rivers. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. To throw, Rivers. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. A good pickup there at 22.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A 3-yard pickup.
To the air again here, Rivers. That is caught inside the 5. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this is going to wind up a safety. So give 2 points to the defense. They were in hot pursuit there, and in the end, they force him out of bounds.
You just wondered how he was going to get out of this one, Brandon. We saw him painting himself into a corner, and finally has nowhere to go but out the side of the end zone.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
We're going to work. Black 11. Watch the right. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Hey, check 24.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. But it'll be second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. Open space inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Oh, he pulled it right. It's no good. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Round 80. Here we go. What? Hey, Delta. 3 down. 552. Go. Round.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Double dog. That's the way. Cluster. Wide, get wide.
Rivers to throw it. And he's going to go down again. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.